prairie wind whispers a mournful tune under endless skies and a silver moon. Wagon wheels turn creaking slow through the dust and dreams where we all must go. Across the rivers deep and wide, lost a brother where the currents collide. The mountain shadows grow and loom, but hope still burns through the endless gloom. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone. The oxen pull though their strength runs dry. We give all we have 'neath the barren sky. A broken wheel, hunger in our eyes. Yet we press ahead where the frontier lies. The stars above light the path ahead, marking hope where the weary tread. The children laugh though the nights grow cold. Each step we take is a story told. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone. The oxen pull through their strength runs dry. We give all we have 'neath the barren sky. A broken wheel, hunger in our eyes. Yet we press ahead where the frontier lies. The stars above light the path ahead, marking hope where the weary tread. The children laugh though the nights grow cold. Each step we take is a story told. Through the trials, through the pain, through the fire, and through the rain, on the Oregon Trail, we keep moving on, with the will to rise as each day is gone.
Welcome everyone to another irlpilot. Just make sure I have my microphone working, which should be. I have a checklist, and gosh darn it, I try following the thing. Alright, we're good. Kinda loud. But that's alright. Alright, we're on the, I believe, 6th flight. Could be wrong on that, but I think it's the 6th flight of the Oregon Trail series. Good thing I'm researching this as I go, because I have found out a lot about the actual route. It's kind of, I had ChatGPT map out an idea first, but I researched everything before I actually fly it. So we already saw I made one mistake, but I fixed it. But this time we are gonna be fine. We're at Southwest Wyoming Regional where we left off here. Freeware scenery, not that bad. It's got a missing texture over there, which you can't see, but it's over there. But we are flying 2024 in the Piper Warrior. Gotta make sure it's full, so let's do that. Sorry, I don't like coughing into the headset here. And there we go. Alright, so we're taking the Piper Warrior out November 120 Echo Fox. I've been doing the whole Oregon Trail with that. And I'm going to publish the route here. You know, I'm actually thinking of, like, maybe, like, there's this guy that makes, like, all these flights. And he makes, like, manuals for them that people actually pay for. So that's something you guys would be interested in. Like, I can put something like that together, I think, over time. You know what I'm saying? Like, not right away. But I think that'd be kind of cool because I put a lot of effort into making this kind of informational and historically somewhat correct. So, I don't know. Tell me if you'd be interested in that. Join my Discord. That'd be tinyurl.com/EricFlight Discord. All one word. Join there and let me know what you think. Because I have a lot of ideas. It's just a matter of flying them. But we're going to take off here. We're going to go where Fort Bridger was. And if you don't know what that is, let me tell you. So Fort Bridger, established in 1843 by mountain man Jim Bridger and I think it's Louis Vasquez, was a key resupply point in the Oregon Trail in the southwestern Wyoming. Originally a trading post, it offered immigrants blacksmithing, repairs, and much needed provisions as they prepared for the difficult push over the Rockies. The fort also became a crossroads for the Oregon, California, and Mormon trails, as well as a military outpost in later years. Pioneers, Fort Bridger was built a practical stop for survival and a symbol of transition from the plains to the challenging mountain terrain ahead. So we're going to land at Fort Bridger, Wyoming, and then we're going to continue on to Soda Springs, and we'll tell you what the historical thing of that is. But we're actually going to follow the trail a little more closer than, well, I mean, we've been doing it pretty close, but I had to redo things here because we go through the, give me a second. The Bear River Valley? Yeah, Bear River Valley. And that's when we switch into Idaho. But we're going to end up in Soda Springs tonight, and that's where we're going to end our flying. But let's get to Fort Bridger first. Let's get this checklist up and get going here. And these flights have been pretty cool to do. So, there we go. Pretend the pre-flight's done. Seat-track backlock. Avionics are off. Autopilot is off. Is it really on? I mean, it messes up half the time. Carb heat is off. Throttle slight. And brake set. Master on, beacon on. Let's hope things work. Nope. Okay, let's check SPAD out. Oh, that's because I just updated SPAD. Okay, so it's still got a load SPAD. So we're okay still. Hopefully it finds everything. Alright, here we go. Master on. Nope. Still doing its thing. Alright, let me start starting it here because it is not working. Not working at all. Oh, that's terrible. Alright, I'm gonna close SPAD and reload it. Here we go. I just updated it, so maybe that'd be the problem. But we don't worry about problems here. New hat, the EricFlight alternative logo on it. It's a Temu special. They heat printed it on there. You know, they put like a sheet on there and printed it right on. It's okay. It's a little wrinkled, but it's not terrible. So I'll still wear it. And then I ordered a Virtuoso Flying Club shirt, which I did return, but they gave me my money back and said don't return it. So I got like a free shirt, and I'm gonna redo it because it didn't come out as well as I thought it should. It came out okay. Like, you can read Virtuoso Flying Club on the back and stuff. But, alright, let's see if SPAD's working now. Here we go. It is. Alright. Beacon on, which is the anti-collision. And, fuel pump on. Extra full rich. Gotta pump it twice. We are in the upper, high altitudes, if you will, 6,000 feet, so we are going to have to lean this when we start it. And it hasn't been starting lately, so I have to do auto start half the time. But let's see what happens. Here we go. Mags to start. Clear prop. Yeah, purring like a kitten. It must be because it was high altitude and I had the mixture all the way up. It was flooding it, so. Alright, bring this back down. Oil pressure is in the green. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure holding. lights as required. We'll turn the nav lights on at this time. Alright, seatbelts, harnesses, heat vent, defrost. It is not real world time, but it is real world weather. It's about 70 degrees, so we're going to leave that off. Avionics on. Have to resize this window to the GNS 530. Don't look at the Twitch panels below because that's not my current setup. That's my old one. I am revamping that, but I did want to get the flight in tonight, and I also have to start biking again. My hip is actually feeling better, so I will continue on the Great Cycle Challenge this week. But we're a little bit behind, but I'm not worried yet. Notice I said yet. Let's see what we got here. Oops, can't really see it because it got chopped off on there. So go to the chart supplement and I think it has a chart, doesn't it? Pretty sure it does. Yeah, it does. Okay, what does it say for CTAF? I mean weather. 118375. Come on now. All right, and that looks
Kilo Romeo Kilo Sierra
decent.
automated weather observation. 0100 Zulu. Wind 250 at 11. Visibility 10. Sky condition. Few clouds at 10,000.
Not listening to that at all, so I'm going to listen to that for a while.
Dew point 0C. Altimeter tree 009er.
I heard that though. 3009er.
Kilo Romeo Kilo Sierra automated weather observation.
250 at 11.
0100 Zulu. Wind
So take off
250
on
at
runway
11.
27.
Visibility 10.
This is a class Echo,
Few clouds at 10,000.
so we're good to
Temperature
go. Runway
21C.
27.
Dew point 0C. Altimeter tree 009er.
Okay, we are good. Back to guard. If you watched my channel before, you know what that means. That means this thing.
0100.
You're on guard, Whip.
Wind 250 at 11. Visibility
All right.
10. Sky
We're gonna
condition.
wait for this
Few
annoying
clouds
weather to
at
get done. Back to the
10,000.
checklist.
Temperature 21C.
Altimeter,
Dew point
transponder,
0C.
alt squawk. It
Altimeter
is
tree
ADS-B.
009er.
Pretend's on. Testing the radio. Gotta connect the VAT sim, even though there's no controllers online. I'm not gonna file a flight plan 'cause it's gonna be VFR. We'll go from there. They never look at them if you file VFR. In the real world, though, it's good to file. So, all right, I'm going direct to Fort Bridger. So Kilo, I can't see what it is. Foxtrot Bravo Romeo. AMD 9950X3D is kind of like normal now, but like it's awesome to have. So it's getting to be just the norm. All right, taxi light brake test on the way out. Okay, I'm gonna go runway 27. So, seeing that we are in Class Echo, let's do a friendly little just shout out here on what we're doing. CTAS 122.8. So, with that, then parking brake off. Should be right about there for the mixture. Okay. Southwest Wyoming traffic, Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot. We're over at the FBO. Gonna taxi runway 27 via Echo Alpha, cross 213 Alpha to runway to Alpha 6 to runway 27, Southwest Wyoming. Okay, let's try it out. Here we go. Oh, Tobii tracker on. Center it and don't hit the truck. Don't hit the truck. Where's this looks like it's Echo over here. Okay. Got some jets out there. Not seeing any traffic on the east server. But it is a little snowy with the I don't know if it's snowy in real life, but it looks like it's a little tundra-y here. Take up right at the end of this. If you want to see the other Oregon Trail flights, look at the youtube.com. What's up, JJ? Use your command, my friend. But check out all the other Oregon Trail flights we've done so far. We've done 5 of them, other than this one. And that'd be at youtube.com/EricFlight. Right onto Alpha here. We're on Delta, but who's counting? And then left onto Alpha. Yeah, I don't know if it would have snow in here. I mean, it's 7,000 feet in the air, but I'm not sure. Stop here, make sure we look first. I'm not seeing any nameplates, but that's all right. Southwestern Wyoming traffic, Warrior Zero Foxtrot crossing runway 213 at Alpha on the ground, Southwest Wyoming. How are you, my friend? JJ, how's it going? How's the flying going? I'm shocked I don't see any nameplates. Surely can't all be gone. If you want to join us, we're on the Microsoft Flight Simulator East server. And remember,
you are still dangerous. You can be my wingman anytime.
Bullshit. You can be mine.
that's right. Oh, I want to get this flight in. And then get a little ready for tomorrow's work day. And then I'm going to bed. I do want to get another Oregon Trail flight in. Lots of things to do, little time to do them in, but one step at a time, you know what I'm saying? That's all you can do. Taxiing down the long Alpha here. See that windsock there? Beautiful mountains here in Wyoming. This is freeware scenery. Download at flightsim.to. I'm gonna have to work on this GTN 750 sometime too, because I've had it for a while and I used it when I first got it and I couldn't get it to work perfectly, so I gotta take the time to learn it. But I gotta be honest with you, since I've got 2024 kind of working the way I wanted to as of now, still has its little glitches here and there, but for the most part, it flies pretty good. It doesn't take as long to load all the scenery that I have loaded. Like right now, I have 2 chart supplement sectional regions loaded, and literally this thing like loads in faster than 2020, because that would have to install all the scenery. But we're gonna do a run up right here. Okay, parking brake on, tow guide tracker off. Make sure that parking brake is on, and tow guide tracker's off. Good. And checklist. All right, brakes are set, fuel proper, tank trim set. Take off. It's working. It's good to do that on the trim wheel, because sometimes it doesn't pick up right away. That does this weird thing. Flight controls. Free and correct. It is 10 o'clock in the morning here on the simulator, but we do have real world weather going on. So, annunciator lights. Good. Instruments, turquoise mill, no flag, heading coordinates about there. Vertical speed is good, altimeter is good, horizon is good, airspeed is good. Primer in and lock, mixture is best power, 2,000 RPMs. Right about there. Okay, test the mags, right? Back to both. Left. Back to both. Carb on. Vacuum is good. Alternator's good. Fuel pressure is good. Oil pressure, oil temperature, green. Gonna idle. And back to 1,000. If there's a problem, take a full mechanic motion. Otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us, we'll abort, take off, land track later on the runway. If we are under, let's say 7,500 in this problem mechanic emergency, otherwise we'll land directly, have no 130 degree turns, best glide speed, and this is 73. If we're above 7,500 feet in this problem mechanic emergency, otherwise we'll take a turn to the left and land down in the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best glide speed again is 73. We rotate at 55, climb at 79. Does everyone have that? Fuel pump on. Landing light on. Everything else is good. Alright, I think we're pretty good to go. Just gonna double check my list here. Yep. Alright, good. Tablet off. And let's get going to Fort Bridger, Wyoming, everyone. Next stop on the Oregon Trail. So, here we go. Southwest Wyoming traffic. Warriors Echo Foxtrot departing runway 27, departure to the southwest Wyoming. Okay, I'm gonna do one more check here. Tobii tracker's gonna go on. And here we go. I still don't know where all my nameplates went. Don't know where they went. Hopefully they'll load sometime. Alright. In the middle. Just gonna double check one quick thing. Yep, 27. It's all left patterns. Okay. And heels on the floor, full throttle. Here we go. Left aileron, a little deflection there. Rotate. High density altitude here, so with that wonderful foliage here. Yeah, I wonder if it's really this snowy up there or not. I would not know that. Trim up slightly. That's that missing texture. See that? But that's the only thing that's freeware. I mean, you can't knock it, you know. All right, we are gonna climb to up. Well, as soon as I get my act together, we're going to climb to. Alright, just worry about getting out of here, Eric. We'll depart straight ahead. It wants to go to the left, so, like, there's rudder trim, but, like, I don't know, man. I mean, I'll put a little bit in, but it always wants to tilt to the left. It's like the controls want to go left. And that's why Daddy needs a new yoke. See, I just bought a new computer. I don't see that happening anytime soon. So, you know, unless all of you want to donate to the irlpilot fund. I don't expect that. I appreciate you just being out here. So, all right, Tobii tracker off. Let's get this thing going here. 248. Climbing. Not too much. Autopilot on. Nav. Capture that, please. Auto. Please don't mess up like you usually do. You already messed up, my friend. I don't know why it's overcompensating. It always does that for the first couple times. It's crazy. Still overcompensating. Come on, let's go. There we go. All right, thank you to Otto, the autopilot, for showing up tonight. Jesus. At least I think he did. It's still kind of doing its thing here. All right, now let's get this coffee cup out of the way. Which I don't know why it's doing that. We're gonna go to 10.5. Do this thing. So.
I'll go back to the passengers.
Probably should have done this on the ground, but you know, we'll get there. Yeah, should be almost good. Yeah. Okay. Oh, need some power here though. What's going on here? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna try leading it out more, but wow. Yeah, I didn't have it leaned out well enough. Okay. 100 feet per minute. Hopefully it like doesn't stall here. That's our goal. Ground speed's terrible, but we're also like 60 knots indicated, so you know. That's supposed to be at 100. Do we build some speed here? It's a straight shot over. The route that they followed was kind of northwest. I couldn't find out a lot. I know they crossed the Green River here, and they have a fork in the road. So they have to take one for like the California route, I think it was, and one for the Oregon Trail. And they went a little bit north and followed. See where it says? Oh, see where it says Little America? I think they followed like that type of route there, and then they went to Fort Bridger, which we're gonna check that out when we get there. So, but yeah, that's why we're going out there. This is Rock Springs, Wyoming. We're gonna overpass here. The graphics look great. This processor definitely kills, and it's awesome. And the i9-9900 was definitely not up to my standards. It was flyable, but like it didn't look this good at all. Like, this is all maxed out settings. So it's the way Daddy likes it. But that i9-9900K did serve me well. I had it since 2019, and now my son has it. So, all right, let's get climbing going on here. So we got some speed. Fuel pump off. Still looking good. Climb to 10.5. Got a 10 out there, so gotta be careful. See, now it doesn't look like it's snowy here, but it looked like it was snowy back there, so I don't get it. Actually, no, it does look a little white. I don't know, but see, then it's got this dirty areas over here, so I don't know. Maybe I should look at Google Maps to compare. This is Google Maps, so Rock Springs, Wyoming. No, it's mostly dirty desert, unless it has snow and the simulator put it in there. Google Maps image is just showing like a brownish color, unless it's just really washed out. But it is what it is. Rock Springs, Wyoming. There's the nameplates. Right, they're on now. Colors look a lot better than what they used to before. So I did the tone mapping with OBS. We are on our way to Fort Bridger. And like most places, they have a state historic site, so they actually have a place where it was. It's right across, the Fort Bridger is right across the road from the first schoolhouse in Wyoming. According to this marker here. Yeah, wow, that's a small one. Kind of looks like us in Massachusetts. We had little small, like, schools back in the day. So there's one about a couple miles from my house, and they do like field trips to it and everything. I'm gonna leave up the picture just a little bit more. I don't know. Kind of like the Temu hat. It only cost me $4. You can't get a customized hat in America for $4. So, and it looks decent. I'll take it. It's my first alternate logo one. So, let's Seeing that the prices are good, I'm gonna see about getting a couple more shirts as well. So we'll see. But we are 53 miles or so out from Fort Bridger, and we're also losing speed because we're getting up to the higher altitudes here. So we're gonna climb at 200 feet per minute. Hopefully that keeps us going on that thing. So your screen is a little bit redder than mine because I have the HDR, so it's more of a yellowish, whereas you have more of a red. But the sky looks a lot better with that tone mapping, so it's a little bit darker blue on your screen than it is on mine. So again, HDR graphics. All right, up to 10.5 and Fort Bridger. Here we come. We're going to be along the Green River, which I believe that was what the immigrants kind of followed. Off our left here, it's Bitter Creek. This thing goes to the Green River. Looking for that creek. I think it's this thing right here, actually. If anyone tried the Service Update 4 beta and has the FrameGen mod installed, let me know if they fixed it. The FrameGen was going like nuts. It was just like the screen to load up the menu. Move around so it doesn't get the chair. Okay. But the menu where you picked your flight and stuff, it was like just glitchiness all over the place. So still very slow on the climb. Again, we're going 10.5, and I'm keeping an eye on that. So. Outside temperature now 45. We'll put a little heat on. And defroster, whichever one is which. I usually just put them together anyways. It's extra heat for the cabin, you know. Coming up on Green River, Wyoming. Oh, they're in the distance over here. I am at Green River, Wyoming. So best bet is to... I'll show you my tablet. Whoop. Probably best bet is to go to the Intergalactic. I don't know if that's a ultralight or not. But you can take off from there, have some fun. 48 uniform. But we're right outside Southwest Wyoming Regional still. If you want to take a faster plane, you can catch us there too. That's where we depart from tonight. Yep. And it's probably, I don't know if that's... ultralight or not, it's just a big circle, so feel free to take off from there. I'm just north of there on Green River, and we're going to Fort Bridger, making a landing there. Gonna look at the history. East server SU3 release. I don't know if that makes a difference, but we gotta be at altitude now. Yep, so we're gonna kick it back. Actually, we're gonna keep it up at 25. Try to lean off the mixture then. Man, we are having quite the winds up here then tonight, because my ground speed sucks. But yeah, welcome to fly with us, Frisco Flounder. Going to look at the Fort Bridger State Historic Site. It's the fort's no longer there, but they can show you where it was. If that makes sense. I don't know if they have a replica. I don't think they do. But it's all right there off the Goshen Creek. Take a look at it. Yep. So that's where we are. And feel free to join us. Let us know your screen name. Could look out for you too. So Wyoming. Off our left, Green River. And that airport will be coming up off our left, so it's more out here somewhere. So we'll be looking for you. Max settings in 2024. It does make a difference. A lot of people say it doesn't, but I see a big difference between this and my i9 when I had it. That might be you. Wild River. We see you. We hear you, and soon the whole world will hear you. That's you. We've got you, along with Wagas M. But yeah, you're out there. I don't know. Is that an ultralight? Is that like a small little airport? Actually looks small. Can't really tell from this distance. Alright, and so around here, I believe in the Oregon Trail history I've been reading, they had to make a choice to go either the California Trail or the Oregon Trail. So it's depending on where you were going. And you went further to the northwest a little. You chose west, basically. You're sticking on the Oregon Trail. So, not saying this is definitely it, but this could have been the Oregon Trail right here along the river. They tend to follow a lot of rivers, you know. Is that a helicopter? Is that the HU-16? Is that Huey? Huey, Dewey, Louie? There you are, sir. We see you taking off. Look at that. A little dot right there. Smile. Taking a picture. Cheese. So, Chris, you are the same as Frisco Flounder, I hope, or else there's both of you. You're both more than welcome to come along here in the Oregon Trail. So, very cool. Look at that Green River right below us, I believe. Pinnacle Rock. I don't know if the significance of that, but that's down there. Yeah, the streaming service in 2024, I don't mind it at all. Stephen Daly, what's up? Nice to see you, sir. My airspeed, I am currently about 95.6 knots ground speed, so this thing moves at about a true airspeed of 110, so oh, Frisco, cool. In the house. Frisco, Texas. I was actually down there this summer visiting my niece who lives in Louisville. So we went up there for the National Video Game Museum, which is rather interesting. It makes me feel wicked old. But yeah, we're just following the Oregon Trail out to Fort Bridger, and then we're going to actually follow the trail a little closer because I have the actual route. But Fort Bridger was usually just a shot southwest to go to Fort Bridger, so. Imagine doing this by wagon. I keep telling myself that. Y'all coming out here. Wow, Owen. Who else is with us? Wild River, Bill, if you will, is, I take guesses here. Wild River would be Frisco Flounder, am I correct? Nope, actually, you're Frisco Flounder. It's Frisco Flounder. I just saw you. So, let me know if anyone else is out here on the multi-server, multiplayer server. I can't talk. Multiplayer server. But you're all behind me. We're making our way to Fort Bridger. We're also on VATSIM on the VATSIM Unicom right now. So if you hear me making, oh, I got you. All right, cool. I got you. Oh, join in, form the squadron. We're only about 20 minutes out, so we'll be making a landing there, going over the history, and then departing further out on the Oregon Trail. Black's Fork is over here. Soviet beer coming in for a flyby. I do have wake turbulence on, so be careful. I'll deal with it. Very cool. Very cool. Man, you all came on droves. It was like instantaneous. Very cool. Alright, I gotta get pictures of this. Gotta get pictures of this. This is unheard of. We haven't had this big a squadron in a while. But welcome to the Oregon Trail. I guess we're a wagon trail now. Frisco Flounder coming in for the flyby. And I'm going Wild River Bill on this one, even though it says BL. I'm going with Bill on that. Very cool. Alright guys, let's make this. Alright, we are about 35 nautical miles out. I am surrounded by an entourage. And that's not F-16s. And we are going to make this to Fort Bridger. So I'm going to need some weather 118.8. And we'll monitor. This is a non-towered airfield.
Kilo Foxtrot Bravo Romeo automated weather observation 0200 Zulu. Wind 260 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17 C dew point. -4 C altimeter tree 014.
Okay, one more time. The
Kilo
winds.
Foxtrot Bravo Romeo automated
260
weather
6. Probably going 25 right in.
Wind 260
Bye.
at
How
6.
convenient is that?
Visibility 10.
So
Sky
do
condition clear.
straight in final.
Temperature
Going with
17
2.5.
C dew point.
So
-4
guys,
C
that's what I'm
altimeter
doing
tree
at least.
014.
Right in there for 2.5.
Back
Back to guard.
Weather observation 0200 Zulu.
Go on, guard,
Visibility 10.
Well, those beautiful mountains to our left, guys.
Yeah. Temperature
Getting towards the
17
Rockies
dew
here.
point, -4 C altimeter tree 014.
Very cool. All right, in about 15 nautical miles, just all started announcing my position. Can do some backup here. Let's do some VOR navigation here, just as a backup. 114.45 is the Fort Bridger VOR, and we're 32.3 nautical miles out from the VOR, which is almost on field. So we'd switch this to nav. Have this go to and head that direction in case we lose our way. Senor Bacon, I salute you.
We who are about to die, salute you.
We're not about to die though. Wow. Seem to be going over a plant of some sort over here. Dude, this is amazing. You guys are amazing. Look at this. We're all coming in. Crikeys. Drop the tower to see all you. You did. You brought it. There you go. So you guys fly a lot together? sure I watched a stream of you guys. I'm not sure. I mean, the name sounds familiar. I just kind of watch random streams here and there once in a while, so. Oh, okay. Well, you know, do your best. To each their own.
What'd you do?
Just saying. All right, onward. Very cool. I think it's the most multiplayers I've had in 2024 yet. Should be coming up right ahead of us. And the actual town is not that big. It's actually south of the airport a little bit. But we'll go check it out and see where that Fort Bridger was. And also give the significance historically. Nice. Model matching's pretty spot on for you guys too, right? I believe I own it. The Goose. Jeez. Took a picture of you. Rocking the wings. Yeah, drone cam out, make it move around a little bit more. There we go. Look at that. I'm gonna get a picture, you guys. I'm the little plane. Very cool. Thank you guys so much for flying me tonight. This looks awesome. A little cinematic here going around. Man, you guys dwarf me big time. I try to fly a lot of the aircraft I fly in real life though, so that's why I chose the Warrior for all these flights here. As we are getting into Fort Bridger, Wyoming. Very cool. I'll let it trail us for a little bit. In about 9 nautical miles, I'm gonna have to start doing my calls and stuff, so. Very cool. This is definitely a better stream because of you guys. Just want you to know that right now. I'm going to post these screenshots to my Discord later on, so if you guys want to join the Discord and see them, feel free to. It's tinyurl.com/irlpilot Discord, all one word. And I'll put them under simulator pictures. Let's go from the front now. Try to get everyone in here. Whoop. The United Airlines flight behind us too. Very cool. Alright, nothing really exciting. There's supposed to be some microwave towers coming up ahead of us. Some a pumping station. But we're not going to see anything like that. I do not understand. The frame gen's giving me these waves still, so I don't know why it's doing that. It wasn't doing that before. Just some roar here. Did you just eject something? Did I just miss something? Very cool. Alright, but sadly I must go back into the cockpit and get that oops. my drone button does that once in a while. I don't know why. Ever since Service Update 3 it did that. But we're about 15 minutes out. And I'm going to start doing some things here. So CTAF is 122.8. Keep it there. Check the weather one more time.
Kilo Foxtrot Bravo Romeo automated weather observation 0200
Slow
Zulu.
260 at 6.
Wind 260 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17 dew point. -4 C altimeter tree 014.
Apparent altitude's about 8,000
Kilo
feet.
Foxtrot Bravo Romeo automated weather observation 0200 Zulu. Wind 260 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 17 C dew point. -4 C altimeter tree 014.
Alright, we are good to go. We're going to start a descent soon. Grew some wings here. Oh, wait a minute. It's very cool.
Excellent!
Very cool. A lot of aircraft. Same. Those towers are supposed to be off our left here. Don't know if we'll see any. Could be over here maybe. Google map imagery is a little mismatched here. Stephen Dale, thank you for subscribing to me on YouTube. We're looking good here, guys. You make me look better. Alright, we'll start our descent right about now. So Allison announced the descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray
Make it
tables
very
are
gradual.
in their full
Kick this
upright
back to
position.
2100.
Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank
There
you.
you go. As we descend down to 8,000 feet. For pattern altitude, it's going to be a direct in. We're going to make our announcements pretty soon. Over the Unicom CTAF, and you know what? I never did put the ambiance on, so let's do that now.
Traffic, Archer is turning base for runway.
Yeah, dude. No, I think it's amazing. Not used to having so many people. I mean, I've had some people fly with me, but it's never been like a whole entourage like this. I do not mind one bit. Got some ambiance on the ATC chatter. Oh man, I like to mix it up. You know what I mean? I like people to fly with me. People have fun. Swoop 929er. Who's that? I don't remember seeing them earlier. Is that another one of us?
Helicopter 3 miles to the north inbound. Right base 26.
Alright, 50 nautical miles out, we're going to start making our calls. Fort Bridger traffic, Warrior 0 Echo, Foxtrot 50 nautical miles to the east. Setting up an extended final for runway 25, full stop, Fort Bridger. Not seeing the airport yet, but it's out there. Slow descent down. Rotate mixture as we go, just slightly.
I want to do barrel roll.
Oh, and 2421. Thanks for following me on Twitch.
Do that kind of
Traffic Warrior 85 November Alpha inbound 4 miles from the southeast for runway 32.
Owen 2421 is now following Eric Flight on Twitch.
Thank you, sir. Got about 10.5 minutes to go till our first stop. And then we're gonna fly along the Oregon Trail as I know it from my my research, if you will. And we're gonna end up at Soda Springs, Idaho. 6th flight of the Oregon Trail flights. It's been pretty cool so far.
Traffic, we're 85.
We're going to be landing at Fort Bridger, Wyoming. It's right ahead of us, about 14 nautical miles away. You'll see the airport right in front of us somewhere. And we're going to go check out the old location of Fort Bridger. And I'll have the Oregon Trail information going on stream and stuff too. So, but I picked a theme and I'm sticking with it. I have a lot of these themed series of flights and I haven't done them in a long time, so it's good to get one kind of going on.
85 November Alpha, joining on a 45 for left downwind runway 32.
Only problem is I'm running out of Gatorade.
Traffic, we're 85 November Alpha, clear over runway 32.
Guys look good down there. Rum and Goose. I know I bought it. I know I have it. I bought it somewhere, obviously, because you guys look like runners. So. Well, River Bush League, thanks for following me on Twitter. I could swear I've heard of you guys before. Pretty sure I have, but I'll be following your channels after, anyways.
Is now following Eric Flight on Twitch.
Thanks for following. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. This is what we're trying to do. So let me show you what we're doing. What was I doing? God damn it. Oh, no problem. No problem. Dude, I just fly. I was going to fly anyways. That's why I started streaming like 5 years ago. I was like, I didn't even think anyone was going to watch, to be honest. I was like, who really watches people flying big planes? Well, we've done a lot with it, dude. We have like an annual fundraiser for Children's Cancer Research Fund. You see that up in the left corner? So, flew a long 2 distant trips. I do, yeah, private pilot out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. The place where the Pilgrims landed. I rent the flight school and I fly 7 different aircraft. I can rent out. I rent everything but the Citabria, but take a little bit of a hiatus on that real world flying one because I bought a new computer and built one. So, going to be paying that. I got half of it paid off, but I want to pay it off before I start going flying. I might try to take a flight in November though for nighttime currency. I think that's what I'm aiming for.
Traffic Warrior 23.
And we'll see what happens. But I just bought an AMD 9950X3D whole setup here. I kept my 3090 though, but yeah.
Traffic Warrior 23.
No, that's where it starts, dude. You know. I told my wife, oh, I'm just going to go for Discovery Flight, knowing I was probably going to do it. And I found a way of doing it. I don't know how. At first it was very slow because of money, but then I started making more YouTube videos. So I'm based out of, I live in Massachusetts, but I rent out of Plymouth, Massachusetts. But I live right around Taunton, Massachusetts, which is the other general aviation airport around. That's probably the closest one, but they don't really, they just opened up a flight school like this guy. But the prices and the aircraft and selection's better in Plymouth, so yeah. Oh, cool. I haven't been in Pennsylvania. I went there a couple of years. I went through it a couple of years ago to get the Hershey, which is in Pennsylvania now. I think of it. Duh. But all right, we should be coming up here. We're about 8 nautical miles out, and I don't see the field yet. But let's give another position report. Here we go. Fort Bridger traffic, Warrior Zero Foxtrot, we're about 8.5 nautical miles, extended final runway 25, no stop, Fort Bridger. Yeah, that'd be like over $1,000. And also I'm not allowed to take money because I'm only a private pilot. You have to be a commercial pilot to accept money. The best I could do is plan somewhere where I wanted to go and say, hey, when I hitch along, and I can only get up to 50% reimbursed. That's the rules. So I had one of the people I took up for fun. Well, there you go. Yeah, dude. If I had all the money in the world, I'd do stuff like this. I'd travel the Oregon Trail like aircraft and stuff. That'd be awesome. What? $10? Well, seeing that this thing burns approximately, let's see. I always do this 172 at 10 gallons per hour, and this is comparable. So I'll say 10 gallons per hour on this thing too. And that's about, Plymouth price is probably about, at cheapest, $6.50. That might get you 10 minutes of flying. How's that? Well, see that you guys followed. If I ever make it out there and actually fly, I'll keep you in mind. How's that? I haven't known to take up people for fun, so there you go. It's about $1 a minute, yeah. Our prices are actually pretty good, in Plymouth at least. They're better than all around. But Taunton just opened up a flight school with a flight guide. He's got like him and some other CFI working with him, and they have 172. Whereas the flight school I went to, I knew the chief flight instructor because I worked with the guy. And they have 4 172s, 2 Piper Warriors, 1 Piper Arrow, which I just got my complex on in February, and a Piper Archer. So, and they have 2 152s. So it's good to have a variety of aircraft to rent from, and I've signed off on all of them, except for the tail wheel, which is a tower wheel. But are we seeing this airfield? We're like 5 nautical miles out. I'm not seeing it. It's out there. Actually, it is out there. You can kind of see it. Yeah. All right. Well, anyways. Fort Bridger traffic, Warrior Zerko Foxtrot, 5 nautical miles, extended final runway 25, full stop, Fort Bridger.
November Alpha, entering left downwind, runway 32.
Let's give a little more speed here. Enriching the mixture. Actually, we're pretty good. Okay. It's right in front of us. I think I see the runway now. Let me just do the... I think it's right in front of us, that runway. So, obviously it is because the magenta line, but it's not really loaded yet. I don't know how I feel about that. Toby eye tracker going on. I just pushed the pause button instead of the refocus button. And now I'm turning backwards. Okay, cool. Alright. I'm going to keep her straight. And I turned autopilot off. Yep. Well, let's do this thing.
Miles to the north, going to overfly the field at 1,600 at interval 45.
Look at this right in front of me. They have runway 22, which is that one. So. Fort Bridger traffic, Warrior Zerko Foxtrot, 3 miles out, extended final runway 25, Fort Bridger. And then the actual town is, I believe, south of here.
Traffic Warrior 23 November Alpha, departing runway 32, left closed traffic.
Okay, here we go. Car beat on. Was it on? I left it on all that time. Jesus. 1800 RPMs.
Traffic Warrior 23 November Alpha, left crosswind.
One thing of flaps. Yeah, trim's going a little nuts there. Okay, second thing of flaps. It should be at 15. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. Looking pretty good. So feel free to go in front of me. I don't mind that at all. It doesn't look like the runway's really loading. Need a little more speed. Trim up. I want to be about 65 by the time we get there. That is supposed to be a runway. Am I missing something?
Traffic Warrior 23 November Alpha, left base, runway 32.
I don't know, man. Oh, it's a turf runway. Oh well, I'll take it anyways. How's that? That makes more sense now. Maybe I'll go 22 actually. Alright, we're going to change this up. Fort Bridger traffic. Warrior Zerko Foxtrot joining the other aircraft on final for runway 22, Fort Bridger. We can do this still.
23 November Alpha clear, runway 32 to the ramp.
Kind of low. A little lower than I'd like to be. That's alright. Last minute change. Should have looked at the chart. Something. Oh my god, look at that kick back there. Did you see that? I'm going to leave it on 25 degrees of flaps here. Okay. Fuel pump on would be nice.
Traffic Warrior 8.
And throttle out. Here we go.
Southwest, 32.
Yeah, coming in a little hot. Coming in a little hot. Coming in a little hot. Let it cry. Yeah.
Okay, Gator.
There you go.
Right.
Right.
About 18 miles out. Making our approach.
Well, this isn't the world's best runway, but we'll take it. Alright, we gotta go back to the corner here, so we're gonna have to back taxi here. If I go through anyone's aircraft, I'm sorry. Okay, well, I'm gonna turn this puppy around. Yeah! I'm gonna wait for you, sir. Yeah! Flaps up, carb heat off. Fuel pump off. Okay, I'm gonna roll it out in front of you. Here we go.
090 south, right across the runway 32.
Fort Bridger traffic, Warriors Erica Foxtrot, back taxi, runway 222, the ramp, Fort Bridger. Alright, I'm gonna park at the ramp, I'm gonna learn about the history here. Thank you guys for flying with me. That was amazing. And see that this is the Oregon Trail series of flights, so I do have to pull to the apron and kind of do my job. I probably should have flipped the text there, but we'll do that before we leave.
Traffic Warrior 8090 south about 2 miles to the north, 1,800.
Also gotta take the drone cam out
3,000 northeastbound.
to Fort Bridger, which is south of us. So try to find out that where the fort was. I got it on Google Maps
Traffic
right now.
Warrior 8090 hotel is 2,000.
Okay.
Just above.
I'm gonna say we have to pull off on the next one. See, that's actually a field. And I should have looked at the chart supplement to find out that, but you know, it's all good.
Traffic Warrior 8090 south 5 miles to the north-northeast. Inbound for runway 32. We'll plan to
Fort
overfly
Bridger
this
traffic,
field at
Warriors Erica
2,000
Foxtrot, clear of runway
to the left
22,
downwind.
Fort Bridger. Okay, checklist. Flaps up, carb heat off, fuel pump off, strobes off. No, leave those on because it's actually my position. Lights land light off, and trim set for takeoff. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna pull up where this marshal is. Toby eye tracker on. I mean, I think I'd be like the other team, but that's just me. I don't know. We got birds. And stopping. Okay, good. Parking brake on. Should be about 1,000. Alright, Toby, I tracker off. ELT verify silent. Here's my checklist. Avionics off. All lights off except for anti-collision. Oh my god! I started rolling. What the hell just happened? Alright, well, good thing I looked. That could have been bad. What? Why is the parking brake not working? Come on, man! I guess it didn't activate with the button push. That's not good. Alright, full lean on the mixture. Mags off, lights off, everything off. Okay, we're gonna switch that to left for when we start up. And let's take the drone cam out to Fort Bridger. But before we do that, you guys, I want a picture here. So this has been amazing. This is the most multiplayer planes I've had, so geez. Then I'm gonna take one without your names on it. There you go. Alright, so we're gonna go to Fort Bridger here, and I think it's right south of the airfield, to be honest with you. So I could be wrong on that, or I could be right. No, it is. It's right south. Okay. So we're gonna find south from here. By the way, we should probably talk about why we're going to Fort Bridger, so let's do that now too. Fort Bridger, established in 1843 by mountain man Jim Bridger and Luis Vasquez, was a key resupply point in the Oregon Trail in the southwestern Wyoming. Originally a trading post, it offered immigrants blacksmithing, repairs, and much needed provisions as they prepared for the difficult push over the Rockies. The fort also became a crossroads for the Oregon, California, and Mormon trails, as well as a military outpost in later years. For pioneers, Fort Bridger was both a practical stop for survival and a symbol of transition from the plains to the challenging mountain terrain ahead. Hence why we are here. So let's go south and find this thing, shall we? Increase the drone. See, that is an actual runway right there, but I wasn't going to take that after I saw it. Yikes. Alright, so runway 6. 22. Give me a second here. I am pointing north. So south would be this way. Let's see if we can find Fort Bridger. big lake out there. Oh, I see the lake. Okay, good. It's just right past the lake. Probably should turn the elevation off. Give me 1 second. Oh, sometimes it pops up the elevation here. Old Fort Bridger. We're just gonna see. Oh, hello. We're gonna see the remain. Did I just flip over? I did. We're gonna see the remains of it. So, and I'm comparing the Google Map imagery to where I'm going. Route 221's right past this river. Got some traffic on the highway there. Oh, this is actually a little easier to find. So it's right over here. Alright, so you ready? Fort Bridger was right here. This is the remnants of it. Right there. So the airport is that way, where those guys are. And the actual Fort Bridger on the Oregon Trail was here. Kind of looked, they almost look like small forts, to be honest with you, but that's where it was. So, and then the they have a trading post store over here called the Jim Bridger Trading Post, probably after all that. So, pretty cool. And I don't think they have a replica. Oh, they do actually. No, the first schoolhouse in Wyoming, though, as an added bonus, is right outside the fort. So, where's the fort again? The first schoolhouse in Wyoming is right over here. That's the first schoolhouse in Wyoming, everybody. Which I didn't even know that existed. Fort Bridger, the airport in the distance, and that's why we came to Fort Bridger. Let's get back on the trail, though, shall we? Alright, gonna start this up. Let's get my new tag on where we're going here. So our next destination is Soda Springs, Idaho, but I'm going to go there via, I have my tablet out so you guys can see this. I'm going to go direct to Cokeville Municipal, Uniform 06, around Bear Lake, because this is the way the Oregon Trail went. They followed that Bear River. Then we're going to go to Bear Lake County, which is right outside Montpelier, which is probably some type of French fur trade thing there. And then we're going to go direct to Alan H. Tiger, Uniform 78 to Soda Springs. We're not going past that tonight, but we have the rest of the trail kind of marked up there. So, but yep, that's what we're doing. So we're going to go direct to Uniform 06. So plug that in if you want to fly with me, and I'm going to get us started here. I'll fill the plane, because in real life I refill where I can. But I could probably make it with 90%. So, but we're going to do that anyways. We have some birds out there in the distance. They are echoing on, saying, fly the Oregon Trail. Not really. See track back locked. Avionics are off. Autopilot off. Carb heat off. Throttle slight. Okay, brakes are set. We know that the parking brake button does not work, so we're going to watch that. Clear. Now clearing it. Master alternator on. Anti-collision on. Fuel pump on. We shouldn't have to prime it, but I'll do it anyways. Just one shot. Just make sure you have one. And here we go. Clear prop, everybody. Probably should put full rich mixture in there, at least half. Here we go. That's definitely why it wasn't starting earlier, so. The other streams, that is. Alright, oil pressure is good. Fuel pump off. Make sure the fuel pressure is good. It is. Lights as required. Put the nav lights on at this time. And we're good there. Alright. Seatbelts, harnesses, heat vent, defrost, avionics on. I'm going to point that again to Uniform 06. Cokeville Municipal. We're not going to land there, though. We're going to land at Soda Springs. We're going to overfly these points. So, get that going on. And the radio, the weather here. All listening, but T2 seems to be
Bravo Romeo automated weather observation 0200 Zulu. Wind 240 at 7. Visibility 10.
06.
High condition clear. Temperature 16 dew point. Minus tree sea altimeter tree 016.
Okay. Direct uniform.
Kilo Foxtrot Bravo Romeo automated weather observation
uniform 06.
Zulu.
Yeah.
Wind 240 at 7. Visibility 10. High condition clear.
It's finding everything, which is good, 'cause it didn't always do that in the other updates. Alright, good. Over to guard. You know what that means on my channel if you've watched this for a while.
You're on guard, Whip.
Alright, we're gonna take 2-2. Straight off where we are. And head north. And we're gonna probably depart straight out for a little bit. And then we'll depart north. So I'm gonna go out for a while. I think we're good. Let me just double check the checklist here. Yeah, avionics on, altimeter, good, transponder, alto-squawk, ADSB on radio test. We're still on there. Just double check that no one's on for this thing. I don't think so. But we're going north from here, so start new flights. And for Fort Bridger, ultimately going to Soda Springs, uniform 78. Maybe it has to be kilo uniform. Well, that's not. Yeah. Alright, we'll do that. But, yeah, never flown the Oregon Trail, never been out here before. And it's been a hoot, I'll tell you. Alright, we're gonna turn Toby eye tracker on and get departing here, so here we go. Clear on the right. Oh, that's right, I have the parking brake on because I actually have to turn it off and on. Okay. This is our runway. Okay, we're gonna do a quick run up because I did turn it off, so let's do that. Got some jets here. Okay, parking brake on. That button was working earlier too, that's why I don't understand it. So we got tracker off, we gotta test this engine with the run up. Brakes are set, fuel proper tank, trim set for takeoff. I'll double check even though I know it probably is. Yes, it is. Okay, flight controls. Free and correct annunciator lights. Working. Instruments, turn coordinators in the middle, no flag. Heading coordinators right about where it should be. Verticals looks good, altimeter looks good, horizon looks good, airspeed looks good. Mixture, best power, primer interlocked. We pull on that to make sure it's locked in there. 2,000 RPMs. I'll also lean up the mixture, make sure it's good before we continue on. Nope. Good enough. Alright, right mags. Right mags. Back to both. Left mag. Back to both. Carb heat on, which I won't leave on this time. That was pretty bad. Vacuum is good. Amps are charging slightly. Fuel pressure, oil pressure in the green, oil temps in the green. We're going to idle. Very good. She's good to go. Landing light on. Fuel pump on. If there's a problem, the taker full mechanical launch. Otherwise, and there's enough available runway ahead of us. We'll abort, take off, land directly ahead on the runway. If we are under 7,700 feet, this pump mechanical launch. Otherwise, we'll land directly ahead. No more than 30 degree turns. Best class speed. This is 73. If we're above 7,700 feet, this pump mechanical launch. Otherwise, take a turn to the right and land downwind on the taxiway, the grass, the runway, whatever's available to us. Best class speed 73, rotating 55. Climate 79. I think we're good. We're going to call it here. So, give me a second here. The heck are we? Oh, Fort Bridger. Fort Bridger traffic, Warrior 0, Go Foxtrot, departing runway 22, departure to the northwest, Fort Bridger. Okay. Good to go. Watch out for the birds. Here we go. Very good. Let's do this thing. You guys are awesome, by the way. Thank you so much for flying with me. That was amazing. Alright, here we go. Uniform 06. Heels on the floor. Full throttle. Here we go. Rotate 55. That runway was looking a little skeevy off there on the right. Rotate. Takes a little while longer because we're like 7,000 feet above sea level. You just kind of inch it back in normal Piper fashion. It takes a while for it to really pick up a little steam here, but we're going to slowly trim up. A lot of wind turbines off our left there. Sorry about that. Beautiful. All right, we'll head right out. 328. Track, but we're probably gonna fix that as we get up there. Okay, trim down a little bit. Clear on the right. Turn to the right. Okay. More on the right. Autopilot going on. Doesn't always lock in. It says heading. So that's something we don't want. We want nav. Let's change that heading right now. Seems to be working. We have to climb though. Yeah, right. Well, pull it up. I'm outside the plane, everybody. Look at me! Oh man. Alright, why am I trimmed down so much? Nope, now I'm trimmed down up too much. Jesus. Yep. Don't worry about it. I'll fix your auto. Don't you worry about a thing. Nav, Tobii eye tracker off. Okay, and that way it's not gonna move around. And we'll get it going there. We're still going to the west, so we'll go 10.5 again, but let me double check that. Yeah, we should be good at 10.5, I think. Alright. Just climbing the 10,500 feet. Yeah, I'm coming out of there, so. Next scan 2. Gotta get this right. Let me get it. Let me get it. I'm going back to see the name. Thanks to the Wild River Bush League for coming out tonight to the stream and flying with us. Appreciate you guys. And I'll be following your associated Twitch and YouTubes. So, after the stream. We are flying further on the Oregon Trail. And just imagine going over all this stuff in a wagon. Just saying. Should be overflying. Oh, well, a little slow there. Oops. Vertical speed. Get out the mixture. Get so temperamental at these higher altitudes. I should say 3 hours. It shouldn't take us 3 hours. It should take us like 30 something minutes. So I'm going in the wrong place. Okay, that's cool. Uniform 06, not 05. Luckily, we're heading in the right direction still because I looked at my electronic flight bag. Actually, 6. Nope, clear. 06. Thank you, Cokeville, Wyoming. That's more like it. 30 something minutes away. In fact, I'll follow you guys right now. View the channels, follow me. There we go. Cool. Just followed. Just letting you know. The actual Wild River Bush League. See if I can follow the others while we're flying here. Two. Trying to join the challenge you guys are flying on, but it's probably just that Wild River Bush League. But man, that was awesome. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining the squadron tonight. First time I'm going to use this command twice on one stream. No fly Cokeville. But this was the actual like old maps here. Like I got this map from like 1907, and that's kind of what helped me follow. So we've already done all this stuff. We flew all the way to like Council Bluffs, Omaha. So I did all three like starting points, and then we kind of went on this way. But we are right here. See, we're going to Cokeville. For it's in here something. It's hard to read. Here's the Great Salt Lake City, but Soda Springs we're going to end, Montpelier, Cokeville. So I head to those in until we get to Soda Springs, and then we're a little bit more than halfway there, I think. So, but I post this whole route at my Discord there, so I'll again keep it archived and stuff. We do a lot of flights, but we've been in this series with the Oregon Trail for a while now, so only have to mix a little bit more if we can. EGT's looking good. Right about there. Again, I can't even imagine crossing this in a wagon with oxen, if you will. Looks beautiful, but deadly. Best climb 79, so ground speed's a little slow tonight compared to other days and nights. But gonna live stream some biking hopefully this week on the Great Cycle Challenge that I'm doing. I gotta get some miles in. My hip has fixed itself to 95% now, so but we got 33 miles in, which isn't much, and I got about 15 days to finish it. But if I do 10 miles a day, that's 150. That's what I need. So 120. I'll probably push it some days. Probably go to like 30 on 1 or 2 days. So that's 60 there, and then just do a bunch of like 15 to 20s. And we should be fine, but I'm gonna have to get on that. But all right, anyways, I've got CB.com. We are on 122.8. Fort Bridger, way in the background now. And that was a major resupply. You can see why they would want to resupply, because there's like nothing out here. It's just, at least it's somewhat flat in certain places, but. Got Delta Airlines flight out here. Got United Airlines 1303 over there. And that's live traffic being pumped in by the simulator itself. But I have not touched 2020 in a long time since this has started working with the AMD 9950X 3D. A lot better, like to like satisfying means. So I'm still rocking the 3090. That's doing fine. I'm just saying. Keep an eye on our speed as we get up here. And we should be passing Bear Lake. Now, the Shoshone Native Americans were basically the people that lived here back then. And for the beginning of the whole thing, they were pretty nice to the Oregon Trail immigrants. But then just too many came, and they were using all like the grass and stuff for their horses and oxen and stuff like that, so they became not so nice. And then literally the U.S. armies came out here and established forts. They had a big war. They had like the massacre of Bear Lake. They wiped out a lot of them. But we're about to go near Bear Lake. Got some good music to do some too. Yeah. Just takes a little pilot mania.
I am a real American, fight for the rights of every man. I am a real American.
Getting cruising speed here. Got a couple updrafts too as well. Just keep an eye on that speed.
What you gonna do when wild mania runs wild on you, brother?
Just saying, what are you gonna do? Got some nice mountains in the distance there. But we're gonna be crossing into Idaho after this. I did load all my scenery for Utah as well, so. Bear River Divide off our left over here. Again, divide's usually where the rivers go west if on the left and east if on the right. That's what they call a divide. Past the Continental Divide a little while, like last stream. And we're about 10.5 right now, so we'll keep an eye out. I'm gonna lean off the mixture a little bit while we're here. Right about there. And then let this thing build up speed, but we are at 10.5. I don't remember the ceiling of this. I think it's 14.5. Piper Warrior 2. Service ceiling. This can go to about 14,000 feet. So that's why we're a little sluggish up here. But AOPA says it has a service ceiling of 12,700 or 13,000 feet, which is an outlier. So it all depends. That's why it's getting a little sluggish as you get up here. But we're gonna leave it full throttle. I'll lean out the mixture, and fuel pump should be off right now. But we're gonna go to the right tank anyways, because the left drained a lot. So fuel pump on, right tank. Fuel pump off, fuel pressure holding. Whew. Burning up the right tank. Some beautiful color out here. .5 minutes to coke build. Something that would have taken them days on the Oregon Trail. Us in minutes. Oof. I think I just did something. Did I just turn off the autopilot or something? Did something. Come on, drone cam. I did something. Okay, good. Whoa, autopilot's on still. My drone cam button, I mean, I got a really sensitive keyboard if it does this. It eventually goes there. Sorry about the flashiness there. Alright, Bear Lake's gonna be off our left here. And the elevation's gonna get higher, so we're gonna be in the Bear River mountain range. I've never been here before. Simulator, nor real life. I've never been out here in real life at all. Very cool though. Back to 2,500. If there was a problem on here, unless you have a lot of remoteness to land on, it's just finding somewhere flat, you know? That's the type of plant out there off our right. It says there's strip mines out there. And we're going to be near Kemmerer. Those are mines over there. Excuse me. Ugh. The small town of Kemerovo. Some of the immigrants actually went to Salt Lake City and stayed there. So they settled here instead of going on. But, this is pretty harsh out here. I don't know if I'd stay out here. Fossil Butt National Monument is going to be coming off our right. Keep tablet up for you. You can see the electronic flight bag. As we go. So we're going to be overflying at 10.5, which is way above the pattern altitude. Then we're going into Wyoming. As you can see, it's like Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho. We're right on the corner here. Ugh. Yeah, I have a lot of updrafts actually, so my altitude is way up. The autopilot's fixing it, but okay, then we're gonna go direct to 1 Uniform 7 after that. Right north of Bear Lake. And then on to Soda Springs at Allen H. Tigert. So thank you for all coming out tonight. If you have, thanks to my I guess newfound friends here at the God, I keep forgetting the name. I'm so sorry. I know it's Wild something. Oh, there it is. Wild River Bush League. Thanks for coming out. I'm gonna give you a shout out too. So let's do that now. Hopefully this works. Thanks for coming out and flying with me, guys. That didn't work, did it? But it works with my name. So what's going on? I don't know. I'm gonna try. Maybe I spelled it wrong. Try that again. This should work. Oh, there we go. Wild River Bush League, thanks for coming out. And I did follow your station. Your station, your Twitch channel. Wow. Oh, what the hell? Could be a station, right? Anyways, thanks for coming out, guys. That was awesome. That bot wrecks for Kick. I don't know why it's doing that. Like, they're not on Kick. They're only on Twitch. So check out them on twitch.tv. So. Beautiful colors out here. A little drowned out on the ground textures though. A little bit. Still looks really good, but really wish they kept the high def 512 by 512 round texture size. They did that for the Xbox people, I believe, so it kind of sucks for us PC people. It is what it is. Cokeville coming up. Now it's just a stop as they follow the river up northwest-ish. Bear River will be off our left. A little bit in the distance out there on the left. There'd be more over there. We head up this way up. A lot of hills, huh? Now there was a big hill. It's actually called Big Hill. And that was kind of like, you know, a challenge. So. Yeah, it's kind of bugging my ears here. Imagine crossing this with a wagon. Just saying. Sun looks awesome though. Cokeville coming up in about 1,300 miles. Eight, 7.5 minutes away. Yeah, we're following that old 1907 map here for the Oregon Trail. There's Cokeville's on there, then Montpelier, and then Soda Springs. Then over here they had this is the Snake River. They either chose to go south of it or north of it. So we're just going to kind of follow it, period. Going to Parma, then the Snake River goes up that way, and then all the way to around Portland. This was the Willamette River, and you settled somewhere in that valley, and that was the Oregon Trail. So long distance. They gave you hopes of land if you made the trip out there. But again, it's kind of ironic that now we just fly out there in a matter of hours. Back then it was like this big thing where you had to risk your life for it. What are we pulling for frames? I didn't check my frames tonight. We are about 95 frames per second. The AMD 9950X 3D. That's with frame gen, with the frame gen mod. So I'm gonna get 3090 on this. But, very cool. Maybe I should limit the frames to 60 and it won't do this tearing with the frame gen. So I'll try that next stream, maybe. Because it's always above 60 and maybe that's why I'm not used to it. Because before I was getting like 70 at most with the i9 9900K. And that wasn't with all the settings max like this. So. Cokeville Municipal's coming up. 5 minutes out. That could be the refresh rate. It's only with the capture card makes it 60 hertz. So. Anyways, lock and load here because we got a while to go here.
From home interface.
Alright, Jarvis is loaded. And I just noticed my tone mapping, I had an override on it, and it didn't look as good, so I'm going to leave it off for the rest of the stream. That seems to match it a little bit better. Again, if I put this filter on, it makes it very saturated, so I mean, we can also turn it to the defaults, I guess. Whoops, give me a second here. That's max RGB. HDR, max DRB. That looks terrible. Alright, I'm gonna leave it off. I think it will just be fine by itself. I think that looks fine. So yeah, it's a little bit more matching my monitor, if you will. So we're gonna leave it like that. Tone mapping with OBS. It was a little too saturated. I was like, why is it so saturated? That's more looking like what it looks like in my monitor. So, very good. Cokeville right below us. Take a look at it. It's a little small town. There should be an airport down there somewhere. It's right there. Yeah, we're talking about small. We're talking small. Cokeville's actually up here. That's where the Oregon Trail went. And they probably followed Route 30 here to go that way. That's what I'm guessing. That might be the old Oregon Trail below us. Right, we're gonna pump in 107, 1 Uniform 7, excuse me, which is our next destination. Bear Lake County. Bear Lake should be right over here. You can see it right off our left. We're going right north of it. Near Paris, Idaho, because we're about to cross the border into Idaho as well. Yeah, they must have followed this river going north to Cokeville. And I dare say go that way through the valley. Somehow get over there. That's Cokeville Airport right there. Very interesting. Leaving Wyoming, going to Idaho. And Utah is halfway down that here, lake over there. So you have Utah, you have Idaho, and we're right over Wyoming here. Before we cross into Idaho. Oh man. And we have not died of dysentery on this whole thing. We have not had anyone die of dysentery. Not at all. Something's in my eye. Ow. Not that much farther to go for tonight. We'll end at, again, Soda Springs, Idaho. They'll pick it up again, hopefully soon, this week. But we'll go back to teaching tomorrow again. And then figure out between biking and trying to get the streams in. Wednesday, we're going to try starting the Vin Fizz flights if we can again. I got to set up for that too. It looks like tomorrow we're kind of free. No sports with the kids or anything, so I try to set things then. See what I have from before. But seeing that this is working, it's just a matter of can I get the 172 Vin Fizz I made to work in 2024. Which I know I can fly the old 2020 model of the WB Sim mod in this. So that might be what I have to do. The last time I tried the native 172 steam gauge here on 2024, it wasn't working at all. Like it wouldn't take off. Now I'm thinking that could have been a weight and balance issue. See, I had a weight and balance issue with this, it just messed up. I don't know. We'll have to see because it wouldn't take off at all, kept stalling. But we're in the state over from Oregon, so we're almost there. We're just crossing into Idaho right now, so right below us is the border. Lake off in the distance right there. So yeah, looking at this, it looks like they might have gone this way. Wagon trails kind of made their way through the valley here, maybe, you know, because that's where it looks like it's going. Montpelier is actually a little north of here, so I don't know, somewhere, maybe this way, that way, or maybe they went up this way. If only they knew in the future we'd have things that fly. Bear Lake, looking beautiful out there. Look at that. This was the native land of the Shoshone, so. Oh, excuse me. And when we get to Soda Springs, that was like where they would head to California, probably the gold rush, 1849-ish. They had a route that went that way to California, and there's another route that just continued on the Oregon Trail. So. Bear Lake. Very cool. Bear Lake County Airport should be in front of us, so we'll take a look for that. And then we're going to head direct to L&H Tigert Airport. Let me show you this, actually. Give me a second. Well, we shall make it so. Number one, make it so. That's for sure. But, come on, tablet. There you go. Kind of see where we're going now. So we're going just north of Bear Lake and up to Soda Springs, which will tell you why it's called Soda Springs. So it's kind of cool where I read about it. Involves carbonated water. So that's a thing, I guess. I never knew it was a thing, but it makes sense in a way. Bear Lake off our left. Oh, sorry with the odds. It's a huge lake. It's been an awesome series of flights, though. But it definitely makes you go places you haven't gone before. I wasn't really a big fan of flying in Idaho, but like this makes it interesting. I don't know. I just think if I flew up here in the Pacific Northwest in real life, you have to go like long distances to go places. That's one thing we have in the Northeast here is everything's close together. And we have islands, so we have mountains. And you can fly to those within a day. So, but we've now crossed Nebraska and Wyoming in their entirety on the Oregon Trail. And in a lot of these places, you can still see where the wagon ruts were, like where all the wagons went. They still have like the path that you can see visually. So I think that's very cool as well. Again, they would be following the Bear River up here. Just now off our right a little bit, I think. Just a little bit. So, yeah, Bear River right here. That was their main following, I guess. That does go to Montpelier, by the way. So, they'd go up the Bear River this way. Be some nice places to land here if we had a problem. Still try to stay a little bit to the valley if I could. At least there's a little civilization there. But Dingle, I'm not lying about this. It's called Dingle, Idaho over here. And Paris, Idaho over there. Bear Lake. They had this thing called, I think it was called the Massacre at Bear Lake, again, where the Shoshone were just like decimated by the United States. Oh, excuse me. Not that much further to go. How are we looking on fuel? I'm going to go back to the left. Fuel pump on. Switch to the left. Fuel pump off. Fuel pressure holding. We're starting to see the big mountains coming up now. That's Sherman Peak over there in front of us. Maybe a little to our right, actually. We'll be passing Sherman Peak on our way to Soda Springs. Very cool. Now, Montpelier is the place they went to, which is, like, that might even be it right there, to be honest with you. I'm looking at it. In real life now, there's some train tracks here, so. And wouldn't it be great if they added trains to this? Just saying. Yeah, that must be Montpelier, so that's where they went. And then from there, they went to Soda Springs. Again, following the Bear River up. There's Bear Lake County. Looks like a Pretty nice airport. Very remote though. And the lake. Soda Springs is our next destination. So we'll get that going in the uniform 78. Get that ready. Okay, let's get going. Got about 17 minutes left of our flight tonight. Definitely interesting, this whole thing. To see what the immigrants actually traveled in oxen and wagons. That's crazy, dude. I think this is Bear Lake over here. Here you can see where they pick their places to follow and stuff, you know? That is Montpelier. Keep calling Montpelier. Montpelier, Idaho. Stop along the Oregon Trail. Which I wouldn't be surprised if I followed this. But you never know. Sherman Peak over here. And I gotta blow my nose, so I'll be right back. Auto, take control of the plane. And we're back. Alright, Soda Springs, 25 nautical miles out. They have weather here? Nope. So we look for some weather around here. Bear Lake County might be the closest, so 118.525. See what they say for winds. Just past Bear Lake. I don't have to get out weather for that, but we'll see. $118,525. Not hearing the AWOS. So we're gonna find another one. Let's try Afton, Lincoln County, General Boyd L. Eddins Field. 119,025. See if we get anything from them.
Kilo Alpha Foxtrot
Oh, we did.
Oscar
Cool.
Automated weather
All right.
observation. 0300 Zulu. Wind 1997. Visibility 10. Sky
16.
condition clear. Temperature 10°C. Dew point 4C. Altimeter 3007. Kilo Alpha Foxtrot Oscar Automated weather
I think
observation.
my altimeter got reset somehow.
Wind
199. Yeah, so 16.
Visibility 10.
And
Sky condition clear. Temperature 10°C. Dew point 4C. Altimeter 3007.
let's make sure that these are all
Kilo
left
Alpha
turn, left
Foxtrot
patterns.
Oscar automated weather observation.
Yep, all left patterns.
Zulu.
Okay.
Wind
Back to guard.
1997. Visibility.
You're on
10.
guard, Whip.
Sky condition clear. Temperature 10°C. Dew point 4C. Altimeter 3007.
And this is what we will try to be doing at Soda Springs.
Stick the landing. In this challenge, the pilot will do his best to avoid certain death by keeping the plane on a good flight path with a constant angle descent lined up to center line. Good luck. Stick the landing and don't suck.
Don't suck. Please don't suck. We have our newest thing that we bought, is the Bijan Studio Seasons Enhanced. So we get some colors there. We'll check the Northeast and what it looks like in autumn. Peak foliage in New Hampshire is supposed to be about mid-October, like second week of October. And down where I am in Massachusetts, probably about a week or two later. So, but a lot of people travel to New Hampshire around here to get the full fall peak foliage. All the leaves change to like orange and reds and browns if you're in the Northeast. So if you're not from the Northeast, that's probably something that'd be like, whoa! But it's been doing that since I've ever started living up here in the Northeast, which is basically from birth. So what's the deal with Sherman Peak, Idaho? Let's check that up here, because that's what's coming up off our left here. All right. Sherman Peak is a behemoth, according to this. It's the 67th most prominent peak in Idaho, and highest peak in the Bear River Range, and stands as a sentinel overlooking the north end of the Bear River Valley. That makes sense. That's what it looks like over there. And there are no longer any trails to the summit. I guess there used to be. So, so this is like a hiking Idaho climbing guide. So interesting. I get my drone cam out here. Sherman Peak. That'd be this one over here. Get my tablet off. Yeah, but some trees are doing some different colors here, so that's kind of cool. I don't know if that's realistic, but and again, Bijan's constantly updating that. I bought his old Bijan Studios trees for 2020 until I got Rex AccuSeason, and I started using that. But from what I'm seeing on the pictures, this looks pretty accurate. It's got some trees on it and stuff. Where are we? Can we see us from there? I don't think so. Man, the distance drawing of the aircraft in the simulator could be better. Just saying. Sherman Peak, right there. Bear Lake in the distance. Right, we'll put history this time. History of Peak. Sherman Peak is the highest point of the Bear River Range in Idaho. It's this peak right here, by the way. Elevation 9,682 feet. Peak overlooks the north end of the Bear River Valley. Has an ATV trail, but no longer has trails to the summit. The mountain is named for Civil War General William T. Sherman. Those specific historical events related to Sherman Peak are not detailed in the provided snippets. I'm looking at AI right now. So I guess it used to have trails, but now it doesn't. Oh well. There you go, Sherman Peak, everybody. We're gonna return to our airplane now. And back to the plane as soon as my drone button wants to work. There we go. Very cool. Tallest peak we have here in the New England area is Mount Washington. It's like 6,000 feet. So. Bear River, again, we're just following that kind of like they did. It's off our right. Going up to Allen H. Tiger. We're 14 nautical miles out, so I should probably start announcing CTAF 122.8. Here we go. Tiger traffic. Warrior 0 Echo Foxtrot. Gonna enter a left 45 downwind for runway 16 full stop. Tiger. Okay, pattern altitude's about 7,000 feet, so I'll go down to 7,000. We gotta be careful as we get closer near the Sherman Peak there. We're like in a valley here, basically, so. Get a slow descent down. Nelson announced the descent.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
Are they?
Make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed safely and securely in the aircraft. Thank you.
That is pretty cool. Very remote out here, though. All right, so left 45 downwind. We gotta see the airport first, and the Bear River again to our right. This is what the emigrants, I think, followed on their way up to Soda Springs. Sherman Peak. Meanwhile, they were in wagons and they saw my plane. They'd say this. I'm just saying, they probably wouldn't even know to call it a plane. Pretty cool. Alright, we're going to go on heading mode here and head a little bit more to the north. Let's do that now. Should probably slow this thing down so we descend. Get Soda Springs up here on the Google Maps here. Geyser Park is still there. That's the old geyser. They actually had like a Camp Connor in the original Soda Springs, so take a look at that. That's on Route 30 here, and I guess that's where they enjoy themselves. It's almost like a beach resort, if you will, on the Oregon Trail. So interesting. Very carbonated water here, which is why they call it Soda Springs. There should be a big lake. Again, there's a bunch of springs here and stuff. There's the Alexander Reservoir, and I don't know if that was there back then, but it's here now. So let me ask Google and AI, where were the Soda Springs that the emigrants swam and located? Bathing and drinking are located in present day. There's an Oregon Trail oasis. Thousands of naturally carbonated springs bubble to the surface, creating a major landmark. We put GPS coordinates, and then maybe it'll give me something. There isn't a specific GPS coordinate for the entire area. The emigrant Soda Springs were located on the Oregon Trail, modern day Soda Springs, near the current location of Hooper Springs Park. Okay, so I have something here. Hooper Springs Park. Oh, it's a little to the north. Okay. Oh, right near Soda Creek. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, we'll go to Hooper Springs Park if I can find it. We'll look there, but you're starting to see that big lake there. That's a reservoir out there. And we're just heading down to 7,000 feet. So, okay, 1-6 should be off our left. Do we see the airfield? Is that it right there? That looks like it right there. 1-6 will probably be this one. That's where we're landing, but it's a small airfield, so I got increase the descent here. Okay, must descend. I'm going El Manuel. Let this thing drop because we're way too high. Slip it a little bit. Yeah, 16 is the bigger runway too. 1316. So we got some time, but not a lot. So I'm gonna get down there. Tobii tracker on. That's where we're landing. And the springs are right around here, I believe, that they used. So we're very high. Alright, I'm gonna kick it back. Carb heat on. It stayed on. It didn't go off. Okay, 1800. And first thing of flaps. Second thing of flaps, because we're kind of like there. Still high, but we're gonna extend our downwind here. And don't worry about where those springs are, but I believe that this is where they used to take those leisurely spring things in. It is, totally. It's like right over here is where the springs were. So according to Google and AI, that's where they were. Alright, gotta trim up a little bit. Should go up 1500. Going a little slow. Looking good. Trim up some more. Okay, we're still a little high, but not that bad. All right, turning base, clear on the left. Tiger traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, turning left base, runway 16, full stop, Tiger. That's what you call it. Oh, I didn't turn any chatter on again. Yikes.
Traffic Warrior 23 November Alpha 15 to the northeast.
There it is, we already got 20. So slowing it down, turning it for final. Tiger traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot, turning final, 16, full stop, Tiger. Pretty good, full flaps. Slowing it down. Throttle up, so you have to get down there. We'll back taxi for the ramp after. A little slow, so probably some in, trimming up. Well, look at that. You got Sherman Peak out there in the distance. I had to take a screenshot of that really fast. Look at this, this little green thing out there on the left. Small airports.
Traffic Warrior 60 November Alpha 7 to the northeast.
Okay, throttle up. I got you. I'm giving you a little bit more. Ooh. Yeah, it's got a little bump to it. Well, this is an interesting airport. Tobii tracker off. It doesn't seem to be any taxiways here, so it's going to be a back taxi here. They must not get a lot of traffic, that's all I know. But look at this. You got beautiful scenery. You got Sherman Peak over there and this rain thing over there. And okay, we're going to back taxi here, so. Tiger traffic, Warrior Zero Echo Foxtrot. We're going to back taxi. Runway 17 to the ramp, Tiger. Okay, turning it around.
Traffic Warrior 60 November Alpha 2.5 miles north side, runway 14.
Well, interesting, huh? And while we're here, I can tell you why we're at Soda Springs on the Oregon Trail. As long as I don't crash anywhere. So Soda Springs became a famous landmark on the Oregon Trail due to its abundance of mineral and geyser springs, offering a refreshing and vital stopping point for weary travelers on the arduous journey west. Known for its clear, refreshing water and natural bathing spots, the area was once called Bear Springs for its carbonated water and became a vital oasis for settlers, fur trappers, and Native Americans alike, providing a place to rest, rehydrate, and wash. And that is Soda Springs, everybody. We'll go take the drone cam out where the springs were according to the AI Google search here, but let's get to the ramp first. Toby eye tracker on. Look at that. I don't know if this is freeware or it's default, but we'll see in a second.
Yeah, traffic Archer 5607, turning left crosswind 14, departed the pattern midfield to the south.
Looks like it might be freeware, to be honest with you. Yeah, freeware by the Duke Nukem. That's awesome.
Traffic Archer 5607, crossing midfield.
Okay, we're gonna pull off over here to our right. Very cool. Very cool. The Duke Nukem is very much known for bush flying on Twitch. So he's made a bunch of sceneries out here, but this has been really cool to see. Did a really nice job on this one too. Maybe that's why he added all that stuff there. Alright, we're gonna park it here. So let's parking brake on. Keep it at 1,000. Toby eye tracker off so you can actually see things. Checklist. I didn't really fix this car feed off. Flaps up. Fuel pump. I left it off. Okay, all lights off except for that. Then lights off. Yep, taxi light. So trim set take off. Should have done most of this stuff, but it's okay. Okay, ELT verify satellite. Avionics off. And all lights except for that off. Full lean on the mixture. Mags off. Master off. Lights off. Again, I'll read it one more time. Soda Springs became a famous landmark on the Oregon Trail due to its abundance of mineral and geyser springs, offering a refreshing and vital stopping point for weary travelers on the arduous journey west. Known for its clear, refreshing water and natural bathing spots, the area was once called Bear Springs for its carbonated water and became a vital oasis for settlers, fur trappers, and Native Americans alike, providing a place to rest, rehydrate, and wash. So let's go look at Hooper Springs Park, which is supposed to be right around where they went in the creeks and stuff. So let's go look at it, shall we? Actually, I'm in the wrong view right now. There we go. And okay, this is freeware by the Duke Nukem, and that looks really cool. It's always a back taxi. I mean, you can go all the way down and run up down there, but yeah, very interesting. And this is an unmarked runway right there. So 16 seems to be. I'm gonna take a picture of that. That's pretty cool. Okay, and then the actual springs we can see from the air. This is the reservoir. That's the Alexander Reservoir. I doubt that was there when they were there, but the springs are over here. According to this, it's right near the Hooper Springs Park. So that'd be over here. Oh, let me turn off the distance thing so I don't have any problems. And these flights have been pretty cool, you know, going places where I haven't gone before. But over here, Hooper Springs Park is right about here. This is Hooper Springs Park. They said that they were around here, so maybe like this spring, there's a bunch of them. So, and then this huge thing of water here looks like it's dammed in, so maybe they did that over time. But this is called Soda Creek. So I'm thinking that the carbonated water was all in the creek too as well. This is about where this picture took place here. So let me take the picture off because I have it on the whole time. And there you go. So this is the park, and there were springs all around here. many different ones that they bathed and relaxed in. Maybe like that one. Who knows? Very cool. They also spread disease though. They didn't have as much hygiene as we had today, and that caused a lot of disease on the trail. Soda Springs right over there. And that's where the immigrants were. So not a bad place to camp. I doubt this reservoir was here, but really beautiful. And the cool thing is that you can see Sherman Peak. So when we were landing, we saw Sherman Peak from there, and that was very cool. So, but anyways, we're gonna leave you here from Soda Springs, Idaho. We'll continue our Oregon Trail flights as we keep going here, but we have a couple more legs to go. It's not as simple as I thought it was, only because I got a little more intricate with the routes and stuff. But we appreciate you coming out. I want to thank everyone on YouTube that came out. Seems like you watched the most. I want to thank my friends again from Wild River Bush League for coming out and flying with me tonight. That was awesome. It's the biggest probably multiplayer squadron I've ever seen. And yeah, we're going to raid someone on Twitch, so please stay tuned if you're on Twitch. If you watch me on YouTube, please push that follow and the subscribe button, and also the thumbs up button, and also the bell notification icon, so that way you'll be notified of future Eric Flight streams. I can't really hold the schedule because I have family and kids and all that stuff going on. So if you're on Kick, push that follow button as well, and if you're on Twitch, push that follow button. We've got a lot of followers lately, so this is nice to see. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 followers on Twitch next, after I get 1,000 on YouTube. So I think that's the goal. It's also, I want to, if you could watch the videos on YouTube, that would help me, because I need more views on there to get to monetized status. So that would be awesome, and that would make more money for flying both in the sim and real world, and it would help me out a lot. So feel free to do that. Anyways, tip your bar, your waitress staff well. Eric Flight on the Oregon Trail. I'll see you soon. Peace out. Have a great night. We shall see you. Stay tuned because we're going to raid somebody. We'll see you. Bye.